field position. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield looks to throw. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 18-yard line.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Buying time, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tua going to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Buccaneers 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. 2nd and 10.
2-0. Braxton Berrios. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
It's 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua on 4th down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Braxton Berrios with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. They'll look to throw again. It's complete. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Devin Tompkins on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
1st and 10 at at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 61 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
And now look at him go. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Godwin, the motion man. Mayfield on play action. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now. And that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Buccaneers 13.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First down, Mayfield. He completes it right side to White. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Second and 6. At the 37-yard line.
Second down, Mayfield. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tua. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First down, here's White. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
On second down, they'll run with White. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Here's a toss right side with White. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. And quickly they get to the line. Mayfield going to switch things up here.
It's second and 8 at the Dolphins' 18-yard line.
Here's second and 8. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield steps away to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get this out quickly to the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Baker changing the play at the line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. It's complete. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Devin Tompkins on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now here is another interception. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.